Alright, update on green Satoshi tokens. So the move to earns are getting hit very hard today. You can see GST is down 15.6% as of the time of recording this. GMT, which is Green Metaverse token, is down 16%. So surprisingly, GST is actually slightly outperforming GMT. Obviously, they're both down. None of them really look great. There is a few things I wanted to talk about for GST, so let's jump right into the video. Now, first of all, it does seem like we are back down at these lows. So it really does seem like we need to start focusing on these instead of the highs. It looks very dangerous what we're seeing right now. I talked about this in GMT. The chart setups are very similar. If I delete this, and yeah, let's keep this Fibonacci because it's not too much of an eyesore. But from where the bottom of this range is to where these wicks are, let's just really incorporate the only touch points that we've got left. This box needs to hold. You can see this was the big accumulation range that GST had before it went on this big rally and blow off top, and we are now coming right back down and back testing it. If we look at the volume, there is a ton of volume, bearish volume coming in the past 24 hours, and volume predicts price. If we were breaking down and the bottom was near, you'd see something like this where the volume candles start getting diminished. But instead of that, we're seeing us breaking down and the volume candles are actually increasing. I mean, it's only 10 minutes into this, or sorry, no, it's not. This is a 4-hourly candle. So we're only 2 hours into this next volume candle, and this volume candle is already somewhat prominent compared to the rest of them. If we look at your momentum indicators on the 4-hourly squeeze one, we reset bearish momentum, and now we've got these light red candles coming in, indicative that we're about to have a much more bearish wave to the downside. So I still hold a tiny bit of GST. It is very unfortunate what we're seeing right now. I've taken profits on a lot of my move to earns. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I got stopped out in a profit in GMT. You know that I got stopped out in a profit in FitFi. Basically, all of my positions that I was in trades on, I had stop losses, so I was basically stopped out in good profit in all of them. But nonetheless, the market has turned on us. We have literally hit all of my stop losses in almost all of my trades. KNC got stopped out, ApeCoin got stopped out, what else got stopped out? GMT got stopped out, my FitFi trade got stopped out. I don't think I was in anything else, or at least nothing else that oh yeah, JASMY recently got stopped out in a profit. And apart from that, I don't think I've been in anything else, or at least I'm holding some positions on spot. But my money is where my mouth is. I'm really, Bitcoin looks very worrying right now. Bitcoin on this very important fractal pattern, you can see this fractal previously bottomed at 3,800, and this was the upper trend line. And this time on this fractal, we've broken back below it. So if we do keep on pushing down very strongly, I know you don't want to see this in a GST video, but it's very important what goes on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin comes down to this lower logarithmic growth curve at 32,600, then it is confirmed that extended cycles are not happening this cycle. And every time we've come down, it has been a bear market. So every time we come down to this low orange line, it's a bear market. This time it was a bear market. This time it was a bear market. So we can't say that Bitcoin hasn't just seen a bear market if Bitcoin comes down to 32,600, and right now Bitcoin is at 32,800. We are teetering on breaking into bear market territory, and GST is really feeling it with this breakdown. So keeping it very simple, I don't think we look good at this moment in time. On every time frame, you're below your EMA ribbons. On the daily, they're still bullish, but we've really wicked below them. And we've done this before, where we had a daily candle, everyone thought it was over, and we completely reversed. And technically, we're still putting in higher lows. You've got higher low, and higher low at this moment in time. Does that mean that just because halfway through the day we might have a higher low that we should be picking up GST? In my opinion, absolutely not. I would really be waiting for Bitcoin to make a macro decision. If Bitcoin does confirm 33,000 to be the bottom, it does reverse, it confirms that it is about to enter a bull run, then you've got the next couple of months, you've got the next year to be picking up these meme coins, these move to earns, these altcoins, because they're all going to be breaking very, very bullish. If we're about to break into a bear market, then all of these are going to get destroyed. I'm telling you, your move to earns like GST, GMT, FitFi, Dose Move, Gene, Yeti Coin, all of these move to earns, they are going to get slaughtered against Bitcoin. I mean, you don't have to be a genius, just look at how much it's down. GMT down 16%, GST down almost 15%, Bitcoin down 3.3%. So if Bitcoin decides that it wants to break, you know, all the way down to 29,000, that is another 11% drop. That could mean that GST and GMT get absolutely destroyed. On the daily time frame, it was only 2 days ago we broke down very heavily from this asymmetrical triangle. Lots of bearish volume coming in. Look at the bearish volume today. This is crazy. We're halfway through the day. Stock market hasn't even opened yet, I don't think. No, it hasn't. Stock market hasn't opened, and we're putting in this much bearish volume. Be very, very cautious with trading these move to earns. Like I said, my money is really where my mouth is. I do have a tiny bit of these move to earns left. Saying that though, I got stopped out of FitFi, so I think GST and Yeti Coin are the only two move to earns. Oh, and DFIT that I hold at this moment in time. Very, very small proportionate amount of my bag. I have been swinging these move to earns a lot. I've made a lot of profit on these, and it's coming to the time where, you know, we might be breaking through the floors and being done with these move to earns. So like I said, there's not much volume traded between the last accumulation range and where we are right now. You can see this would be a move down to about $3.50, potentially moving down to your low $3. If we do break below $3.79, it could be a huge flush out. So be very, very cautious with these move to earns. Be very, very cautious with GST. If we look at your oscillators, weekly hasn't loaded in. Daily time frame, lots of potential money to flow out. If we look at the RSI, extreme weakness, tons of selling volume as we are breaking down. I do not think the bottom is in yet. I could be wrong, but the way Bitcoin looks, the way the dollar looks, showing extreme strength, the way the stock market hasn't even opened yet, and we've got a lot of worrying things to go through today, I would be very cautious about GST. So I'm sitting on the sidelines. I would potentially like to pick up some if we do reverse the trend, but I will be updating you if and when that does happen. At this moment in time, nothing is screaming to me that we're having a bottoming signal. That's all I've got for GST. Be very cautious with these move to earns. It could get very ugly in the next couple of days or so. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks below 32.5, say bye-bye to GST, because GST is going to have a nasty drop. And like I said, technically we do have support down at this accumulation range, but that's only an 11% drop. If Bitcoin's about to move down another 10 or 11%, I do not think GST is going to be holding anything, and GST could have a massive fall from grace. Be very careful about buying the dip right now. I'd be waiting for a trend reversal. That's all I've got. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Trend is your friend. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Peace.